Hello, welcome back. I hope you're all well. I've just up the storage to actually bring the table back. We used it for I took it home just before Christmas we thought we were going to use it on Christmas Day or something as an extra table, but we didn't use it, and Emily just brought it back. So we're going to put that back in place. But I'm going to talk about sites in a second, site costs and stuff like that. But yeah, just with the table. The position that this is stored in our caravan, I don't think is a very good place to put it. So I might consider moving it, but I'll just show you where that is. Now, normally, in some vans, you have a little bit of a slot where they can put it in, but ours is kept in this wardrobe here, just to the left. Now, it takes up quite a bit of the wardrobe, but also those tables are not light. So when it's in that wardrobe there, it's quite high up as well in terms of the van. It's not, I don't think it's in the best place, to be fair. So I may look at possibilities of putting it underneath the bed, but I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But I've never actually put this table back in here. Angela's always done it, so I'll just put that in. I'll not film that because I'll probably cuss because I don't know how to do it, but we'll see how we get on. Right, so that's it, and there's just a clip there to swing over, and it just sits in the side of there, but I still do think that that's quite a lot of weight high up, because we never put nothing in the up there and in the wardrobes when we're driving. So I think that's still quite a bit of weight at the top there in order to, when you're travelling, let's just have a look if there is room. Just move these off the bed. Maybe I could put it under the bed. It's just whether all we've got on there is, I don't know why we bother with them actually. There's some windbreaks and we've never bloody used them. I used them once about 4 years ago, and that's just the unit, and then there's the air fryer and the spare wheel, and that's it. That's all that's underneath the bed. So whether we can fashion something and put it underneath there so it's low down, I don't know. I'll have a think about it. It's a job for later. So let's have a talk about sites. Now, when we're booking our sites, we tend to book them well in advance, and we book. I put a video in we did just after Christmas about where we're going this year, and we tend to book for the year at the start of the year, if not before. And in terms of costings of sites, now I've seen a lot of people on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that complaining about the cost of sites and saying how expensive they are. Now, it's all depending on what you're kind of looking for. Now, we always go fully serviced. On every time we go away, it's always fully serviced. And so we look around about £35 to £45 a night. I don't know, some people say that's expensive. And yes, you can get sites out there. We're going to a CL later on in the year, and it's £20 a night, and that's it. You know, it's a CL, nothing on it. So you can get those sites that are £20 a night. You can get them less than that. But if that's what you like to do, then that's fair enough. That's great. But if we're going to the bigger sites, it's usually £35 to £45 a night, and I don't think that that's too bad. I think that's probably about standard across all sites. We all do caravanning for all different reasons, and we all, you know, love going out in our caravans and motorhomes, whatever. And there's a reason why we do it, and it's our home comforts. We've got everything there, and it's nice and comfortable. You've got everything. But if you start thinking about the cost too much, then you start to worry about it, and it starts going a little bit bad. Now, I did something not long ago where I worked out how many nights we've got in the caravan this year and how much we pay for the caravan, obviously, because we pay, you know, we can't just afford to buy a caravan outright. We pay monthly for it. And I worked out the cost per night. And as I was doing that, I stopped myself and thought to myself, you can afford it, it's fine. Why are you doing this? Because if you start worrying about it and thinking, oh my God, it's going to cost us this much per night, plus the paying for the caravan and everything else, then nobody would do it, because it's not cheap doing this. It's not cheap doing caravanning at all. So what I would say is just don't worry about it. If you can afford it and everything's fine, Just do it. Now, in terms of the sites that we're going to this year, Bridgehouse Marina. Go to Bridgehouse Marina, and that's pay for electric when you get there. And that's around about £35 per night for fully serviced. Great site, and you've got to pay for your electric. Now, electric, we've never paid over £20 for, certainly not for a weekend. It's probably cost us about £13. And then for we went for 4 or 5 nights once, and it wasn't over 25 quid for electric, but I think that was in May. So that maybe puts it up to £40 a night. Now, the rest of the sites that we're going to this year are, again, around about the £40 mark. Apart from summer, they're a little bit more, maybe £44 a night. And a lot of people, I noticed, kind of moan about how the Caravan Club. Now, I did a video a few years ago about, is it the end of the road for our Caravan Club membership? And actually, in the end, I didn't cancel the Caravan Club membership. I kept it. Now, the places that we're going to this year are roughly the two in Inkleborough and Sandringham. They're around about £300 per week, £320 per week, I think, something like that. But I looked at similar sites in the same areas, and they were far more expensive than what the Caravan Club was. So I think in terms of my opinions changed kind of booking through the Caravan Club, is that the sites, you know what you're getting, and I don't think that they're that expensive. Not the ones that we're going to this year, sorry. But the added advantage of that is the £5 deposit, and you can change it. You know, a lot of places they want £100 deposit. So I think going back to the Caravan Club this year for 3 of our trips, or 4 actually, because one's a CL, has been okay, and the experience has been okay. Now, the independent sites can be a lot dearer. So I don't know, it's about shopping around. But I think in terms of moaning about the cost of it, and it's so expensive, then if it's not right for you and it's too expensive, then don't go. Sell your caravan, give up. But I think my point is, if you can afford it and you don't really need to worry about it, then just do it. Stop, trying to work out how much it's going to cost per night if everything's okay. And I know some people have got a budget, and some people have got to, they've got families and children, and you've got to find those cheaper sites. And there are cheaper sites out there, but just go with what you're comfortable with and just enjoy it. So I think as a general theme, sites are not that badly priced. With everything that's going up, cost of inflation, everything, the sites have got loads of things to pay for. Their fees are going up, the pay is going up. I think the minimum wage has gone up, and a lot of the people who work on these sites are probably on minimum wage. So that's gone up, and the site have got to get that cost of doing that. So they've got their costs on top of that. I don't think site fees are that bad, to be fair. What do you think? What is too expensive? We did look at one for summer this year, not far from Inkleborough, and it was a Caravan Club site, but it was looking at £50 a night, and it's the one with a swimming pool. I can't remember what it's called, not far away from there. But that is just pushing it a little bit for me. It's just a bit too expensive, that £50 a night. 45, we're about right. But yeah, what do you think? If you enjoy going to fields in the middle of nowhere off grid with no facilities whatsoever, brilliant. You enjoy it. Not for me. I want a fully serviced pitch. What do you think? What kind of pitches do you want, and what kind of things do you look for when you're going for a site? Anyway, just a bit of a thought really about sites and site fees and a table in a van. What have we got coming up? We're not going to the NEC show. I don't see the point. I don't want anything. So I don't see the point in going if I don't want anything. We went to the Manchester one. Absolutely rubbish. But it wasn't about that. We were meeting up with the Addies and Mark and Sarita. So we went out for a meal. So it wasn't about the show really. And then there's one in end of the year, October. I won't be going that either because we've already booked a week away that week. So yeah, that's that. And since our last video about where we're going this year, we've already booked 3 more trips. And obviously because I work for myself now, I've actually got about 6 weeks off this year, and I'm booking some more in. Right, just maybe a bit of a rant, maybe a bit of a thought. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.